wholesaling group, and I just check. I just see if it's working.
Beautiful.
All right, you guys are live. So what I do here is I just mute. I mute myself in Zoom, not on StreamYard.
Can't hear you, bro.
I mute myself in Zoom and not on StreamYard, and then I let Scott take over.
I got you. Okay.
So I'm out. So you guys do your thing.
Okay. Sweet.
Oh, crush it today, Kirkland.
Get it, Kirkland.
Hey, man, Scott, we got that deal.
Which one?
The one I was talking to you about.
The structured one?
You got it?
Yeah.
What, on terms or cash?
Terms. So this is actually, before I go, let me break it down just so shoot, I can't even break it down because I can't share my screen. Sean, can you share your screen and then run the numbers and I'll show you guys what we did?
Yeah.
So go to the calculator. So this is what we figured out.
So I 515, right?
So 520. And
All
then
right,
we did,
520.
I think 615 is what we think it'll sell for. We did a zero rehab budget, and there's zero costs on there's zero costs on interest and money because he's doing a creative deal. So that's what we're looking to make.
That's how you break it down, maybe. As opposed to me, who I didn't even realize we were both offering this dude something. I was gonna obviously offer this, right? And I thought we were gonna have to. But we're giving him what down? How much down?
So we're giving him 20 down, but it goes towards the purchase price, and he's using that to what's it called?
Right. So I thought we were gonna have to put the 25 in ourselves. So we went from something tight to all right.
To like a 70K deal. So that's what we figured out. And he's doing a lease back. He's gonna stay in it, fix up the property with the 20 down. If he doesn't, that's just a gamble we're willing to take because we were gonna have to fix it up anyway. So, I mean, we're hoping he'll use the 20. That's what we agreed on. So that's the deal. And that's a good deal.
Yeah, it's one of Nathan Payne's Zoom. They do like a deal review every morning.
What's up?
Are you giving him 20 cash or are you giving him in increments?
We're just going to give it to him down.
Are you guys going to direct funds or are you just going to let him be willy-nilly with it?
We are going to just let him be willy-nilly with it just because it's 20 down anyway. He's agreeing to fix up the place, but if he doesn't, I mean, we're still in the same position we would have been in with your deal.
Enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
we were looking at buying it cash and putting 20 into it anyway. So let's see if this guy can get some stuff done. He said he will. He's in the middle of some projects. If he doesn't, that's just the gamble we're willing to take.
I guess, yeah.
Because even if he doesn't, we still have the potential to make 54.
All right, let's go.
All right, guys, you got it. Later.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy. Sean, let's hook up sometime today too. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you some, but you got it popping in here, so I gotta do a couple things for like 40 minutes. But yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, no, later today, whatever. Let's just find 15 minutes. I saw some files were coming in, and we're obviously both CC'd on it, so I just want to make sure that we're not answering the same questions, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mom said and Dad said, and I've asked everyone, and now I still don't do anything. So
yeah, we'll definitely do that. All right, cool. Well, let's get it, sir. Go ahead.
Hey,
I'll be back.
I do have a question for you guys, Scott and Sean. You said some files are coming in. What form are they filling? Because I put a new one that the one from that blueprint.
So the latest, greatest that I got. Let me check my.
It was a very short jot form, maybe 3 or 4 questions on it. I saw one yesterday.
Yeah, so we're going to change that to the one that's in the blueprint, so we get all the questions answered.
The full one, right?
The full one, yeah. So anytime you guys have someone that asks a question, just give them the link and the jot form from the link.
Is it possible to drop that in here now?
Yeah.
Do you have that?
I can get that blueprint, that link. Let me get it.
So that you're talking about the one from Marco, right? Scott? Henderson.
No, someone else I spoke to yesterday. I'm on my iPad right now. You got to give me a minute, but we can go over it when.
Yeah, so I don't know. I got the last one that I got was from Marco, which Marco, I think you're in here. There you are.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's
So did you,
had like a package deal? Was this a package with you, Marco?
No, that's not.
what, are you're also talking about the one from Mike as well, right? The Cleveland one.
I think so.
Okay, let's talk about that one, but not right now.
Right. Yeah. Okay. No
All right,
problem.
guys. I just dropped in the chat for everybody the job form that you're going to be filling out if you have a deal. Because that's if you fill all that, then we're really able to help you make a decision on the deal, help you structure it, help you know what's going on. This is all the questions that need to be
Here.
answered.
We part of getting these questions, everybody, we need to make sure that cash is not an option, right? Nathan and Sean just made sure cash wasn't an option for them. They would have made $27,000 on this deal that they're doing right now, doing a cash deal. It just didn't work. It was too thin. They were able to put something creative together, and now they're going to make north of $70,000 on the same transaction. Seller gets the same money, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We have to exhaust cash first. So part of that questionnaire, again, what is their asking price? What do they want? What are they willing to take? What are the repairs? What's their time frame? What's their pain? So, please, if anyone that's listening right now, if you can be thorough when going through your calls, it'll make creating an offer a lot easier and less back and forth with your seller.
Yeah, use this form when you're calling people because when you ask these questions, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, these guys like they're thorough. They're actually gonna buy my house," instead of like the person that calls them and doesn't even know what they're talking about.
It's 100%. Yeah, cash or not, you got to answer the wholesaling questions no matter what. You got to get
You have to know everything.
You have to know everything no matter what. So you might as well nip it in the bud.
Because the buyer, if you're not gonna buy it, the buyer's gonna ask these questions. They're gonna
I
grill
had
you.
somebody yesterday asking me, "Hey, help me make a creative offer." All right, what are the taxes on the property? I don't know. What's the insurance on the property? I don't know. What's the monthly payment on the property? I don't know. All right, so there's so much that you have to get to be able to create that offer, right? What is that monthly nut? All right, so I'll work with anyone that's willing to work with us, and happy to help you out. And that's the point of us doing these calls in the morning and in the afternoon as well. So take advantage of them, really.
And it is a learning curve, guys. It's frustrating. You got to have a lot of back and forth in the learning phase where you're going back and forth with a seller. You're going to blow some. That's just the way it goes. I mean, we didn't put these together the first time we ever happened. I mean, so you have to practice these. These are practice like everything else. Like,
yeah. All right.
See you guys. Scott, I forwarded you. Well, I guess Marco, have you had anybody look at that one in Henderson?
I had you look at it.
Look at it? Okay.
I called the lady back, but you said 170 if we were going to do a cash deal, or I think 170 was if we were to rent it because there were still not many comps.
Yes. That one was, he's hot.
She didn't really want to go for it. She was like, it's in the back of her mind, and she was going to list it anyways here. So once her tickets are out.
Yes.
Yeah, but so she was just willing to talk to me to see if I give her a number before listing it.
Yeah.
But,
so I mean, yeah, she's
with those. So like with calls like that, what do you guys do? Like, so with calls like that, like, do I just throw her in my pipeline and just call her back every so often?
You're just showing her. You're like, why would you want to cash offer me? You're a realtor. You can list this on the MLS. But is there something here? I mean, is there something here that you're not telling me? Because it doesn't make sense for you to sell this house, at a discount. But she wasn't asking a discount. So at that point, you also say, hey, ma'am, like, I'm looking at them right now. I'm just kind of glazing over the area. What you're asking for is retail. So why don't you just list it? I mean, Scott, that
kind of wasn't her conversation that she was going to, but it's someone that answered. She took 10 minutes with me. So
I know. Yeah. And it's difficult because when you're with maybe have a limited amount of lead flow, it's fine. I mean, repetition, right? If you have two people to talk to, you're going to talk to that person. I understand that. But there is a point where you can waste your time, right? You'd be better spent making an offer on the MLS, like networking with a buyer, like, there's that fine line where it's like, hey, this person I'm wasting their time and they're wasting mine because we can't get this done.
I'm not your buyer, not my
seller. But so Scott, I mean, do you agree if you got somebody that's just asking retail, she's a real estate agent? I mean, that's a real short conversation. Say, other than, hey, if you have a distressed property, let me get on your list, and I'd like to work with you, but I definitely can't be your buyer on this one, right? I mean,
you can ask her if she works with do you work with investors, or do you typically just work with homestead buyers, people that are gonna live in the home? And she'll tell you, right? Oh, I work with investors all the time, right?
like, do you think
As an investor, right? As an investor who's not going to live in this property, can you tell me what the benefits are buying this house over buying something else that's on the MLS or off the market? And then let her talk, right? Let her sell you this house, right? If she can't sell you this house, you're not buying it, right? Because again, she's asking retail. So maybe she throws something out like, I'm trying to spread my taxes out. I had such a good year last year. I sold so many houses. I need to spread out my taxes. And, you know, if I put this up on the MLS, I know I'm going to have to show the house, and I can't show the house because I'm a hoarder and I don't want anybody walking through the house. So there may be a reason of why she is looking for an investor, right? But again, you just got to peel back a little bit more, right? You know, a little more foreplay.
Okay.
Love it. Yeah, so it could be a waste of time, but it could be something, right? But you have
yeah, it could be 100% waste of time, but you won't know that until you ask the right questions, right?
Exactly.
It could be a gold mine. Of course, I work with investors all the time. That's why I'm calling you. Listen, honey, I'll give you 3% interest only on this thing for 5 years with the balloon. Who knows what this lady says, right?
Yep.
Right? You know what I mean? Or she says, no, I don't work with investors, right? I just want to sell it and I want above retail. Well, thank you very much. You know?
Okay. And that's kind of what the conversation was. Cause I mean, she gets a lot of calls. So it was off the dialer. So she gets a lot of calls. She was being kind of a bitch at the beginning, but I took her walls down, and then she started talking to me. She said 270, got her to say 230. And then I was looking at comps, and I was kind of like, I'm not seeing that. She was telling me a house that she was trying to compare it with. I was like, this is a condo. So we were kind of going back and forth, and she, I told her I would call her back, which I did. And, she wasn't really trying to go lower, but cool.
Yeah.
No, that's just so I know how the process works, obviously more reps, but yeah, cool.
You just got to shift in that moment, right? Like if you can quickly identify that they're asking for pretty much retail, right? Because if she sells for 270, right, and she gets that, she's a real estate agent, but a normal transaction, right? The person's walking away with, roughly 5% less than that. So it's not even that. So, you just talk logistics and then move on to the,
next one,
to the other play, right? All right, I got to split. Scott, I'll be back. Fellas, have a great time.
all right, man.
All right, let's see who we got over here today. Oh man, he just hung up. I was trying to get on my other computer. That's too bad. Who we got here today? Anyone? Let's see. I know some people sent me some messages yesterday in the evening. I don't recognize any of those names here. Hey Dalton, how are you? Chandler, nice to meet you. I don't think I've met you before. Marco, pleasure as always. I got that list uploaded for you, Marco. Did you see that?
Yeah, this morning was a little busy at work, so I'm getting everything pulled up now.
No problem.
But cool, I appreciate you, man. I'll hit it tonight.
I titled it. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you what I titled it. That was Georgia, right? Atlanta, specifically. Yeah. So you'll find that in there. At ATL vacant Marco. You got a beautiful 2,518.
I see it. Okay, cool.
Georgians looking to sell you their house.
Yep. All right, cool. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, no problem, man. Got that up there for you. All right. So let me try to open this up then. If you don't have anything else to touch on, Marco. Dalton.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You got a few leads yesterday, or maybe that was your VA that got the leads, maybe. Chandler, you want to introduce yourself? Anything that you're working on right now? Maybe you need help crafting an offer or something?
Hey, no, just listening. Haven't even started yet, so I'm just trying to absorb everything.
All right. Cool. Where are you from?
Dallas, Texas.
Oh, nice. That's a good market, man.
Yeah, pretty good.
Are you looking to do local business or virtual?
It doesn't matter.
I love your smile.
Yeah.
Well, you got the right attitude. You're getting started with the right attitude. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm just listening and trying to learn.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, usually on these calls, we try to answer questions from people across the country that are trying to lock up deals with sellers, and really just go through the right questions so that we can make a proper offer, right? Because once we get a seller to agree to our terms, whatever that may be, we have to be able to sell that contract if we don't plan on closing on it ourselves, right? We're going to assign it. So we want to make that assignment process easy. So we let people know what cities to work in or what type of people to contact in those cities, tools to use to contact those people, whether that be through pay-per-click advertising. We give you a blueprint and the exact copy to use and the specific instructions to get those ads out there. Or if it's even using a multi-line dialer, which we provide as well. So yeah, anything that we can do to help you, Chandler, getting started, but definitely sit back and you can certainly absorb the content and take some action when you're ready. All right.
I appreciate it.
Dalton, you want to talk about those leads that came in yesterday? Dalton might be at work, not available. All right. Well, usually we try to keep these calls to about 45 minutes, but if no one's on here right now with any questions, we can jump off early. I've got some calls to make here myself. Going to try to lock up a couple deals before Friday gets here and everyone's at happy hour. Anybody else? Going once, twice, thrice?
I have a quick question, just of daily, just so I've been tracking. I know I'm only putting in 3 hours. I'm going to try to work around my schedule next week to get more in during the week. But I mean, I guess, what do you expect from like your VAs on a daily basis? Like, if that's kind of where I'm wearing all the hats right now. I don't know. I guess just to know if I'm doing enough that day or if I need to put some overtime in. You know what I'm saying?
So when you say it's 3 hours, right? You told me you're going to do some calling in the morning, or realistically?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it's just it depends on the work. Last week was super slow. This week It's kind of picked back up. So it just depends in the morning, but for sure every day from like 3 to 6, 3 to 6:30.
You used batch yesterday to run that list, right?
Yeah.
All right. I was able to skip it for you. You got the dialer here. Is the money is, and again, you can do 40 hours. You don't have to do 80 with a VA, right?
Half the month, I feel you. Yeah.
Do a half a week, right? A full work week is 40 hours, right?
Yeah.
So if you're only doing 20 with them, I mean, yeah, you'll get less output, but again, you have limited hours anyway, right?
Yeah.
Not
like more than what I'm doing.
You couldn't deal with it. Would be like, you ever take like a drink of water out of like a garden hose, right? How it comes out, right? And you do it with a fire hose, you'll blow your head off, right? So if you have a bunch of VAs working full clock using a call tools that has multi-line dialers, right? You're going to come home and you're going to have all these leads, and you're going to have just a small window to even contact them to say hello, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to need another step in the production line, which is great, man. So just, if that's what you want to focus on and kind of just sit back and, be more of a, the GC, right? Control the pieces, right? You pulled the list, super successfully last night, right? You did it at low cost or no cost, right? And that's great getting started. So you're working smart, man. I'm just saying, right? If you use your time wisely, right? So you're not spread out thin. And if you get those VAs working while you're doing your other job for the time being, right? I mean,
I got an end date here, so I mean, it's not going to be. I'm gonna be out of here soon. But no, yeah, I hear you. No, that's been on my list, is to try to get a VA just to do more for me. But okay, that makes sense.
That's all, because then you don't even have to. You don't even have to be on this dialer talking to people that don't want to sell, or
trying to find someone that's interested.
Yeah. I can upload a VA script into the dialer. Right now, I have a script for you guys to be calling, right? So I can add a VA script in there, which is really just focusing on 4 pillars, right? The price, the condition of the property, the timeline, and their motivation, right? Not necessarily on like, you know, making the offer. That's going to be up to you, but you need to know those things to even, you know, create an offer. And honestly, a lot of these, you know, leads that have been coming in, they don't have that. So that's why we took the time to put together that new form. So hopefully that's helpful for everyone. Did everyone see that form in here that Nathan dropped before he ran out?
Yeah, with the questions, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay. Makes sense. No, because I've been tracking my conversations and people that, you know, raised their hand these last few days. So I'm just focusing on that, and then if I can afford a VA here soon, I'll probably hire
Now, once
one.
these people raise their hand, you're going to tag them HubSpot, and then it will go into your CRM.
Okay, I saw your message about that last night. I've been kind of just saving them, but yeah, I'll start.
Yeah, they go right to your CRM, and that way, once they're in your HubSpot, then you can market to them, right? I heard something before. I think you or someone else mentioned to Sean, hey, you know, we could follow up with them and dial them again. Well, I'd rather automate that, whether that be through an email sequence, or, you know, it could be SMS. It could be a simple reminder on the calendar, right? You set an activity and forget about it, right? And now here you are 3 weeks later. It says call Sally. See if she sold that house yet on 123 ABC Street. Right? And you pull it up, and you haven't thought about it for 3 weeks, so there's nothing to think about. Right?
Yeah.
But now it's here on your to-do list, on your task list, and you bang it out.
For sure. I've been doing the calendar events on the dialer, but I'm gonna push over to HubSpot.
You have too many people.
Yeah, you lose count of people.
Yeah, you will. All right. Well, let's see if we can get some active sellers today and get some contracts out, guys. If anyone needs me throughout the day, give a holler. I think you all have my calendar. Otherwise, have a wonderful and prosperous day.
All right, man. You too. Take care.
Take care, guys.